compared to him. Oh man, oh man. Okay, let's just redo it all. Hey, what's up you guys? This is MCLegoboy here with 8,000. That's right, it's 8000 Pit Droid. It is the Technic Pit Droid from the year 2000. It is 223 pieces and retailed for $20 back in the day. So, this guy, I don't remember when I got him. Probably like 2001 or something. But yeah, one of the older sets that one of the longest I've had for sets. I'm trying to say words that I don't know what to do. They're not forming coherent sentences at all. So yeah, let's just get into it, I guess. So he comes with two things. I don't know what they are at all. It's a pitchfork thing. I'm guessing it's some sort of a tool that would be used to fix things. A space wrench, I guess. I don't know. And then there's this thing. I don't even know what it is. I'm guessing it's a thing that he's fixing. It's never been explained at all as to what this thing is. So I'm just not going to bother trying to figure out what it is. Then I also need to remove the giant bunch of clear bricks from his back. I'm trying to remember how I did this. Alright, cool. It's just one single clip. And I guess where did that plug in? Oh my gosh. Was it something so... Huh. Okay, yeah, I got it. I figured it out. Alright. Oh, that... Well, now that's just going to make everything confusing, isn't it? All right. There, clear bricks. They don't come with the set at all, but they do help him stand. I will say this, it does help him stand, because for some reason they did this to his feet. They gave him a little bit of a heel, which makes him slip forward a lot. Like, he constantly wants to fall forward, and that's just due to his function. I guess the rubber bands just aren't very strong. And I will show you what his function is, though. And this is one of the few functions that's actually really good. So, I guess just kind of do that. He can sit like that. And then if you pick him up, and his leg doesn't want to do that, which it probably will forever, because mine seems to want to do that a lot. So we'll just leave that one there alone. Press that button, boom. Just like in the movie where you press the eye and it wakes up. It's really cool. I very much enjoy the function. And you kind of have to have his legs, I guess, pressed in a little bit, because then he'll stand. But as soon as you go out, it doesn't work. We've got some, what were they called? Were they throwbots and slicers that this head came in? Yeah, I think so. Got those guys, heads for feet. There were also the Robo Riders. So if you guys don't know what that is, well then you don't know some of your Technic history, or you're not old enough to have known. And they were just stuff that came out before Bionicle that eventually became Bionicle. So it's a bit, stuff to try to explain for a thing that it's not even related to, so... But yeah, we got little fingers, or at least thumbs, on him, so that he can hold his weird little pitchfork space wrench. So come on, there we go. He can hold that. He can also hold the other thing. You can see in there. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. I love this piece. I love it a lot. It's one of the cooler pieces in my opinion. And I don't know why it's sitting like that. I guess it was because the instructions kind of said to put it like that. And when it comes to Technic stuff, I very much make sure that the instructions are followed, because it is a difficult thing to mess with. Now, I mean, this one's not that bad, but, even just the lines go in the right direction, even if the bushings aren't mirrored on one another, like, just follow what they say so that nothing gets screwed up ever. So, I kind of found it interesting that they used green as a color. I don't remember ever seeing a tan and green one, but it does look pretty decent in my opinion. It's definitely better than them using a bunch of black and brown, I guess, or kind of some white and brown. It's, if you've got the Mos Espa pod race or Anakin's pod racer from 1999, you know that the little pit droids, they're just brown and white. It also, here you go. It shows you how to fold this guy up properly. And you can also make an Endor, or not Endor, but, an Imperial speeder bike, which is really cool. I have built it, and it is really cool. You do have a bunch of extra pieces left over, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think that's kind of how some of this stuff factors in. You need some of these things. So I think that's how some of this stuff was, to where, depending on what, if you wanted to make that second model, you would have needed some of these pieces in there. And then rather than just having them be obscure extra pieces, you turned it into a thing that you can hold. So, but that is all there is to the Technic Pit Droid. I've always kind of liked it. I think it's just because I have a soft spot for episode 1. Everybody says that episode 1 is awful. I'm not saying that it's great, but it is one of the first Star Wars movies that I saw. I did see the originals before I saw episode 1, but I was 5 when episode 1 came out. I had probably watched it with the original trilogy just about as many times as I'd seen the original trilogy. So it's I'd seen probably the original trilogy before I saw episode 1, but then just constantly watching. It's episode 1 and then 4, 5, 6, episode 1, 4, 5, 6, episode 1, 4, 5, 6, so many times. So, and also I kind of find that episode 2 is actually the worst. Everybody always says, episode 1, it sucks. It's you should see episode 2 then, because it's bad. It is probably the most boring thing ever. However, I gotta say that in 2012, when the 3D versions of the movies were starting to come out and never followed episode 1, I people at Star Wars Celebration got episodes 2 and 3 or something like that. I don't know, but that's why we ended up getting episode 2 sets and then episode 3 sets in 2013 and 14, because those movies were supposed to be coming out, and it didn't. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the 3D versions happened. But anyway, because I was taking a government class in college at the time, everything clicked. Anything that Palpatine was saying, it made sense, in my opinion. I feel like I understood what was going on, and when you actually listen to what he's saying, all of this stuff, it all led into him becoming Chancellor. It wasn't just okay, we got to vote for a new guy. No, he was very, specific in his words and the way that he was saying stuff. It was massive foreshadowing. So it's actually not as bad as you guys all say it is. So I'm not saying the movie's perfect. You guys are all entitled to your own opinions, of course, because I clearly have a different opinion than you based on that movie. But, Pit Droids, they were kind of a better part, I guess. I don't know. They ended up becoming one of the worst things ever in Clone Wars. I hated WAG, but anyway, totally not part of the point. This is 8000 Technic Pit Droid. See you guys.